Uh, and we gonna get started in a minute, y'all. I had to make sure that I had everything set up. I was setting up for both channels, both here and Facebook. Now I gotta find out. I scheduled the live over there, and I usually don't schedule them over there. I just go to them. So now I gotta figure out where I'm going. We gonna see, y'all. Moderate. No. Okay. Where we at? Hold on, guys. Let me grab my mouse because I need to make sure I got everything. Right. We are. Hey, Miss J. Girl, I'm over here trying to make sure I scheduled the live over there. I got to make sure how to go in it. Y'all doing all right tonight? Who we got with us tonight? Where y'all at? Where y'all from? Let me know. Okay. So, where's my dashboard? Put this on Do Not Disturb. I got people texting me to play bingo, and I'm not doing bingo tonight. We're doing tarot. Hey guys, we gotta go on and get started. I'm just gonna go on and hit it. I don't know what happened to where I scheduled it over there. I do not know what it's doing. Um, all right, I can't worry about it. Gotta go. All right. Sure that I'm on Do Not Disturb both ways. Can y'all hear me? Mississippi, what's up? Mississippi, what's up? Charlotte. Hello, Trinidad. Brooklyn in the house. Hey, Ohio. All right, y'all. Let's roll. All right, what decks we gonna use tonight? Let me come in there with y'all because I want to be able to interact with y'all. All right, good, good. I'm glad y'all can hear me. I gotta change. I gotta go to my regular profile on YouTube so that I can see what y'all are saying. All right. Bing, bing. It's been a long day today, y'all. It's been a productive day, but it has been a long day. Let me find the live. I don't know why YouTube has been tripping with notifications. Sometimes I can't find my stuff myself. Um, Turn my screen up so that I can see it. I really got to start wearing my blue light glasses because I'm in front of a screen all day, guys. But listen, I was sitting down today and Spirit was sending me messages, and the message I got, download I got, you got an ex person that you thought that it was over. You thought that a situation was done, closed, finished. But what you didn't realize is that energy never actually disconnected. Your ex is still riding shotgun, whether you like it or not. But this is the part they didn't plan on. Karma is behind the wheel now. And justice is right there in the back seat watching everything. Some of you have been feeling like random thoughts about them, their energy popping up out of nowhere, emotional shifts that you couldn't explain. You're not crazy. You're picking up on a cycle that was never properly closed. And tonight we're going to talk about that. We're going to expose it and we're going to break it. But before I go any further, I need you to do me one favor. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and drop a fire in the chat if this already resonates, because we're going to get into it, because somebody thought that somebody was playing games, but they played and they played and they played. And now karma has showed up and somebody's trying to pray, but it's not doing them no good, because what they did to you, it was wrong. What they did to you, it was very, very harsh. Some of the things that they did to you was even even illegal. And what I'm about to say tonight is not surface level. This is the part that nobody talks about. When people are still energetically attached, even after separation, but you know the oracle is going to break it down. So let's see what the current state of mind for this person is tonight. Somebody's realizing that not only did they choose the wrong path, but they hurt the wrong person. Somebody that was divine. Now they're burdened by their actions. They're thinking about the past. They're wanting to move forward, but they can't because they're stuck. And karma is on their ass really, really tough. They can't make a decision. They want to come towards you, and they want to tell you what is going on with them, but something within them knows it's not something that you want to hear, not something that you're going to believe, because they lied about everything. This is somebody that broke your heart, somebody that you had to work hard to reinvent yourself, put yourself back together. You had to learn to invest in you, because you invested in somebody that turned out to be nothing but a headache, heartache, and a lot of trouble. Something that you did not deserve. Somebody that was very ruthless and reckless in the things that they did. This is somebody now that the mention of your name triggers them. Somebody that they want another chance. But this person is still juggling different options. They're still in an illusion that things can go to the way they used to be. This is somebody that wants you for the way you used to be, but you're not the same person that you used to be. You know, they're still obsessed with you. They still want to maintain control of a situation, though. This is somebody that is trying to hold on to the pieces of their sanity. There's not many left. Somebody that is overly emotional. They're in their feelings right now, and they're dealing with a lot of stress right now, because somebody that they called into their reality is giving them a run for their money. There is a Queen of Swords in the reverse that is calling the shots. And this is all karma at play, because what karma is doing here, karma is putting somebody in their place for what they did to you. Karma is putting somebody in their place for their lies. Karma is putting somebody in their place for their deceit, for their reckless behavior. That is, Jim, thank you, baby. I appreciate you, love. Is putting them in their place for everything that they did to you. Somebody now realizes that you were the love of a lifetime. Somebody is very disconnected. They're very, very curious. They're wanting to know what is going on with you. They're wanting to know who you're with. They're wanting to know what you got on your mind. Somebody now is very pressed. They're very possessive of your energy. But they were very, very ungiving to you. They were very, very stingy with you. This is somebody that is coming out as a lazy, unconcerned, lying, somebody that mooched, somebody that held on to everything and has lost everything, because justice is on your side now. You got new partnership that's coming in. Somebody is very, very imbalanced. Somebody wanted something not to work out for you. They still don't want, even though they're in a different mindset of how they feel about you, they still are hoping that something does not work out for you moving forward because they want to be a part of movement. But Spirit is saying that this is over with. They can't come back in. But this is unresolved energy. Because shotgun equals still connected to your timeline. But karma is saying that the control has shifted. They're no longer in the driver's seat. Karma is. Things are being balanced whether they see it or not. And justice is here for you. You don't have to chase closure. You don't have to fight balance. It's already unfolding, baby. Somebody is still moving reckless. Somebody's still talking reckless. You got somebody that tried to turn your family against you, Spirit is saying. Somebody is very, very greedy. Somebody that is always looking to one up somebody in the situation. Somebody that wants to stay attached to you. Somebody that is saying that they want to build with you but this is the lovers in reverse because they're emotionally imbalanced. They're suffering right now. But the reason why they're suffering is because of their bad choices, because of the lies that they told. Because they sold you a dream that quickly became a nightmare. Somebody didn't want you to move forward. Somebody is in the dark. Their lights, they're in the dark. Somebody is in the dark. The lights are on, but nobody's home. Because they lost their way. This person has lost their way. They're looking for a way out. But listen, let me tell you something, family. When you don't realize that you have everything that you could need, want, and desire sitting right down in front of you, somebody didn't realize who you were. You might not be a flashy person. You may not even be a flashy dresser. You may be somebody that is just down to earth and just plain Jane every day, or plain Joe every day. You're a round the way girl, a round the way guy, but whatever it is, it does not take away from you're just real. And the way you carry yourself in a very high and honorable way because that's how you were taught and how you were brought up. But baby, you met somebody that was very, very sleazy, somebody that was very needy, somebody that had a lot of emotional baggage, somebody that couldn't tell day from night. This is somebody that has always had bad luck because they've always done the wrong thing. This is somebody that refuses to change. This is somebody that knows that, or they feel like luck is on your side. They're struggling. They are still going through the same cycles over and over and over again. This is somebody that did not give you closure. Somebody that they created delays when you were with them. You didn't have any closure. But now they want they don't want closure. They want re-entry. But Spirit is saying that there is no closure because of the way they left. The closure and the justice that you're going to get, it's unfolding for you naturally. That's why I say you don't have to fight for balance. It's already unfolding. All you got to do is speak your intention out loud. Let somebody know you no longer have access to me energetically. And, this is something, you're in control. This is your time, Spirit is saying. This is your time. Spirit is saying that they've been released. They've been released in the spirit realm. Their world is turned upside down. They cannot sleep, they cannot eat, they cannot think. They're very, very confused. But the reason why they're confused is because their days are turning into nights and their nights into days, and they're confused about which way to go because they always go the wrong way. And if you're ready to break this cycle, come and release. Because we're going to release this energy. Somebody now sees you retreating, that you're no longer giving into their chaotic ways. You're no longer playing a part in the confusion that they bring. You're no longer being burdened. You're no longer letting somebody choose you as, see you as an option. If you're not being chosen, you're not a pick me. You're not somebody that you're going to let somebody put you in a car that you didn't ask to ride in. Somebody wants you to fear losing them, fear missing out on something with them, but you're not missing out on anything. The only thing that you lost with this person is a burden. The only thing that you're missing out on is conflict. The only thing that you're missing out on is energetic theft. The only thing that you're missing out on is STDs. The only thing that you're missing out on is somebody that goes out in the streets, lays down with dogs, come black with fleas, and want to infest you energetically, spiritually. This is somebody that needs to be coddled. They want to be pampered, but yet and still they want you to do it in a trap style environment rather than in a palace. This is somebody that has been dethroned out of your world. This is somebody that can not hold a light for you to see by. This is somebody now that has to stay with the third party that they chose over you. This is somebody that is being judged because they judged you erroneously. They falsely judged you. They falsely accused you. This is somebody that is very, very, they don't lack direction. They're lost. They're off their spiritual path and they're not going anywhere. This is an adult, a child in an adult's body. This is an adult child, but justice is here. Justice is here because there's cause and effect. When somebody does something that it's the law of balances. As above, so below. As within, so without. Somebody didn't go within. Somebody didn't think. They didn't think a thing through. They didn't think something out. And now they're being kicked out. They're being forced out. And now they sitting between karma and justice. Karma is here to give them what they gave you back. And it's coming through third parties. The same third parties that they praised, the same third parties that they put over you, the same third parties that they wanted you to think that was better than you, the ones that they paraded in your face and act like you were nothing. They're treating them just what they are, nothing, because you were dealing with somebody that didn't see themselves as worthy, didn't see themselves as anything. And they treated everybody, they treated you that way. But the people that were low vibrational like them, the people that were toxic like them, they did not. They gathered up with these people. They did everything to block you. This person did nothing to help you, and they're not receiving any justice for what they did. They're under judgment, and justice is here on your behalf to make sure that you're going to get what it is that you deserve. Freedom from somebody that was greedy. Freedom from somebody that wanted you to be dependent on them and need them. Freedom was from somebody that was very, very materialistic. Somebody that always thinking about what other people think about them. This is somebody that can't go anywhere unless they can look like the Joneses, unless they can do something that somebody else is doing. And if they're not able to do what somebody else is doing, then they feel like they're not living life. Or if you're living a normal life, a calm life where you go to work, you have a business, you're building something, you're working hard. This person wants to be rewarded without doing any work, let alone working hard. They hardly work, if at all. And they wanted you to carry them. They wanted to be your responsibility, but they weren't responsible or accountable for anything that they ever did. This is somebody that lied their way all the way through, and they were used to lying their way through life, and life has gotten them by the balls or the slit. whichever, take it how it resonates. But either way it go, it's got a vice grip on that ass. And now they can't get away. Now judgment is here. Now they're stuck. They can't get away from this karma. They can't get away from this judgment. They're in their head. They don't know what to do. They're thinking, they're trying to come up with a plan, but everything leads to the same thing, a damn dead end. Because why? This is how they think. This is how they live. This was their life. This is how they live their life. And now they want to be in their feelings because you're coming out as the high priestess. You're coming out as the one that is divine. You're coming out as the one that is wise. You're coming out as they should have cherished, that they should have listened to. You're coming out as the one has high morals, high values. This is somebody that if you were a royal, this is somebody that be considered a peasant. And royalty does not, I ain't trying to talk about nobody, down nobody, but baby, royalty don't get down with the peasants. High level authority does not dwell among the help. There are boundaries. So our accountability tonight and the way to help break these corners, taking accountability that we lowered ourselves and our standards to be with somebody that was never worthy of us, somebody that wanted to put us in third parties, somebody that was teaming up against us while they were taking what we were giving them, using it against us. But now you're free, baby. You are free. Sometimes it feels like you're still stuck. That's not your energy. That is their energy. That is not you. When you start thinking about them out of the blue and you were just doing something and all of a sudden they come to mind, pulling on your energy. That is them wanting back in. And we're not just exposing exes. We're exposing the unseen attachment, because that's what we're going to get rid of. We're getting rid of attachments, and the only way that you can get rid of an attachment is to know that it's attached to you, to know what it is, to understand it. Sometimes you don't. You got a discernment, you got an intuition, but sometimes it gets bogged down or fogged up because people are pulling at you from every which way. And for some of you, you've dealt with more than one narcissistic energy. You've dealt with a couple. You've dealt with several. And they're still all pulling at you. And sometimes it gets overwhelming. Sometimes it gets unbearable. Family gets tired of hearing about the narcissist that was in your life. Family gets tired of hearing about how they're still bothering you. Family gets tired of hearing about you bringing up their name. But you're not doing it consciously. It's subconsciously embedded. Why? Because they're still pulling at you. They're still pulling at you. No, don't lower your standards anymore. You don't have to. Because this is somebody that they were supposed to be in a connection with you. They were supposed to be loving you. They were supposed to be honoring you. They were supposed to be building with you. This is somebody that you had plans to do things with. This is somebody that promised to marry you. This is somebody that, if you were a man, accepted an engagement ring from you, or went all out in front of people and it was nothing but a show, got down on one knee herself and asked you to marry her, knowing that she was playing a game. But she was competing with you, because this is somebody that is unaligned energetically, spiritually unaligned. This is somebody that is, their masculine and their feminine energy is out of order. They're unaligned. There is disharmony in their life. Somebody that celebrated on your downfall. Somebody that wanted you to believe that you couldn't do anything without them. They're coming out as very, very toxic, but they're coming out as somebody that is still unhealed. They're unhealed because of the fact that they're still doing the same things. This is somebody that is trying to manifest you back with dark magic, dark thoughts, sex magic. This is somebody that, instead of coming clean, instead of telling the truth, instead of acknowledging what they did, because not for all of you, but for some of you, you had hopes of this person getting their shit together. You had hopes of this person just saying, hey, I messed up, but it ain't never happened. You have been waiting for that one phone call to just validate that you were right and that you didn't do anything wrong. And this person still has never done anything. Baby, I'm not a card reader. I'm a seer. Get me right. When you come in my house, come in here with respect. Thank you. What's your name? I'm gonna tell Robert 350. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Jess. Come in here with that shit. The most obvious thing. Well, if it was obvious, why did you still go through it? If it was obvious, then why are you here? If it's obvious, then you shouldn't be here. The fuck? But this is somebody that is caught up in a web of deceit. They won't come clean. They're thinking about it, but they're still keeping secrets. This is somebody that deceived themselves. This is somebody that betrayed themselves. This is somebody that got left out in the cold for what they did, for how they did. Oh yeah, they gonna hate. They can hate on, baby. Because they stayed here long enough, I'm gonna read them. That's why they came here, because they want me to read them. I ain't got time for that. You need to book a session, boo. That way. But they betrayed themselves. But they're still moving out of strategy. They're still trying to get away with something. What they're trying to get away with, they're trying to get away with you forgetting about what they did. They're trying to let time pass. Whether it's been 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months, 6 years, or longer, they are trying to strategically get away with being accountable, with taking accountability. They want to come back in and give you a half-assed apology or say that they made a mistake. Yeah, they did more than make a mistake. They did. They made a mistake. But they did more than just make a mistake. They violated spiritual law. For some of you, this person tried to take you out. For others of you, this person was very, very abusive, not only verbally, but there's somebody that created drama in every aspect of your life. This is somebody that violated your intimate or sexual boundaries, somebody that went over and above. Holy Spirit, what is going on with this person that is now being held accountable for karma? What is going on? Yeah, something's going on. Something is about to explode. This person is still being a hater. This person is getting played. They're getting manipulated. They're doing something is going on where they're about to be exposed for everything that they've done. Somebody's going to tell the truth. Somebody's been knowing the truth the whole time, but somebody's tried to stay out of it. But they are being manipulative and they're still keeping secrets, but somebody is manipulating them. Somebody is forcing them to keep a promise that they made, because they made a promise to a third party that they never intended to keep either, because they thought they were going to be able to do what they wanted to do out in the streets and come back to you. And they dealing with somebody that they thought loved them. They dealing with somebody that they thought was for them. They dealing with somebody that they thought was riding for them. This person was a secret hater. They were dealing with a secret hater. Holy Spirit, tell me more about this hater. What about this hater? Yeah, just somebody that has given them something that they can't get rid of. To somebody that this hater caters to and enables them in their bad choices. This is somebody that enables them, somebody that hypes them up. This is somebody that they thought loved them for real. This is somebody that promised them forever. But this is somebody that promised. You say, well, how can they be so dark? And they didn't want my love, and my love was real, and they're this dark. How could they think they were going to? Because they thought that this person was more aligned with them, that this person was just like them. But this was nothing but a hoax. This was nothing but an illusion. They're nothing but secrets here. Now they're depressed They're in a mood. They don't want to talk. They got something that they can't get rid of. If this is not something that they can get rid of, this is a mental conflict. They're mentally distorted and they need to be checked out. They're steady making bad choices. They know that they're getting played, but they're staying there. They know that this is not real. They've come to terms with the fact that this was a lie. But because of that, they don't want to admit failure. They would rather sit there and let shit explode in their face, which is what is happening in real time, than to get out and save themselves. They're being destroyed under the guise of their own ignorance because of the fact that they failed to make the right choice, because of the fact that they went out of their way to hurt you, because of the fact you did so much for them, they didn't even acknowledge that. They told people that you were a cheater. They told people that you were a liar. They told people you were trying to harm them. They told people you were trying to take them out. And now they want to come back and give you a sorry ass apology and think that you're going to forget about all of the things that they did to you. Think that you're going to forget about how they hurt you. Think you're going to forget about how they cheated on you. Think you're going to forget about how they tried to unalive you. Think you're going to forget about how they tried to run your name and your character and you physically in the ground. They tried to end you. And trust me, family, I understand because I've lived through this myself. I've lived through this myself. Somebody is backwards. Somebody is going backwards. Look at this. Oh, wow. Those were back. Yeah. Somebody, everything is going backwards for them. Nothing is turned around. Yeah. This is somebody that is having to use their body to support themselves. Somebody that has done some things that are very, very reckless in a way that it is harming them. It is harming them. And somebody knows what they're doing. Somebody's got proof of what they're doing. And they're going to expose it. And this person is in their feelings. They're very insecure about what is happening. They don't know what to do about it. They don't want nobody to bring it out. They might have been in a private relationship with somebody that is either underage or somebody that is the same sex. Take it how it resonates. It's not for everybody. But this person was dealing with some folks that was very, very low because they were very, very trashy. This person did not heed the warning signs. Somebody was not careful. Somebody was not cautious. Somebody is trying to bury some evidence. Somebody that doesn't want something to be known. Somebody does not want something to end with you. They are trying everything that they can to hide their toxic behaviors that, yeah, they're in their feelings about this. They don't want you to think that they want you to think that they've changed. Total drama came in the reverse. This is somebody that wants you to think that they've changed, that they're about peace, that they're meeting you on your level. This is somebody that's in their feelings. This is somebody that wants to touch you. This is somebody that wants to get next to you. But this is somebody that is still keeping the fact that they were in love with you and they still are in love with you, that they cannot let you go, that they don't want to let you go, that they never intended to let you go. They're keeping it a secret. But the people that are around them, they know. They can hear it in their voice. They can see it in their face. They can feel it in their energy. Their energy is off. They can see, they can feel, they know that they are still longing for you, that something is amiss. Because this person is not happy-go-lucky like they were when they were with you. This person is not the big boss in charge anymore. Or they're not this Cinderella princess when they were with you. This is somebody that's down in the dumps. This is somebody that's very, very depressed. This is somebody that is suffering a lot of losses. This is somebody that doesn't have resources. This is somebody that has to depend on somebody else to take care of them. And where they wanted you to take care of them, that's because you would let them be them. You let them be free to do what they wanted to do. But where they are now, somebody's taking care of them and they got to answer for it. They've got to do what that person says do. They don't have the choice to go out and do what they want to do. They have to. Yeah, they were dealing with these fake friends. These fake friends have backstabbed them, betrayed them. They don't want people to know what they've been doing. Somebody that's supposed to be a friend is telling it. They're talking. Because these people were envious of the connection that they had with you. And they backstabbed you. They betrayed you with their fake friends, lying. Now they're sitting back crying because they know that they messed up. They know now that people played them, that people were jealous of them. They know now that people just wanted to see them fail because this is somebody that has always failed. And even though they're tired of going through what they're going through, they're not trying to get off the drama train. They're still on the drama train. Yep, that's what they do, baby. To your pictures, to your to videos. This is how they try. And this person was used to manifesting, like we were talking about last night. This is how this person manifests. They this is how they pull on your energy. Because you got to think about when you're dealing with a narcissist. Narcissists are always studying you. They always take pictures of you so they can watch you, look at you in different positions. You don't even know that they've done it. They take videos of you. This person has told everybody that they didn't love you, they didn't like you, they hated you, they couldn't stand you. They don't hate anything about you. This person was in love with you, but this person has never been loved. This is somebody that didn't know how to love. And this is somebody that is obsessive and codependent and they don't know how to let go. Somebody that's still, like I said, they're hooking up. But they're hooking up, their pleasure is their business. This is how they make their money. And for some of them, they're just hyper. This is what they do. This is how they, this is how they numb their pain. This is how they try to get by or away with what's going on in their life because of the fact that they've never known how to associate love with anything else but physical touch, the wrong type of physical touch, toxic physical touch. Yep. And everything is falling apart despite what they're trying to do, the addictions that they have, the being inebriated, trying to numb their pain through third-party hookups, trying to numb their pain with substances, drinks, whatever it is, it's not working. Everything is falling further apart because third party, they're just as reckless as they are. On this third party, what part are they playing in this demise? Third party is taunting this person because they have a private relationship with somebody else. This person is not their one and only. This person ain't their number one. They may even share a bed, but they are not the number one. They are just there. It's like they're there to please the third party, whatever the third party wants. Why? Well, why would they do that? Why? Because they ain't got no resources. They don't have any resources. And this third party is making sure that they don't get on their feet, get resources, because they want to keep their foot on their neck. This third party, the reason why they went to this third party and they fell for this third party, they were trying to get a toxic version of you. They were trying to get a toxic version of you. And it was an epic fail. Epic fail. This third party trying to figure out something about you, find out something about you, wanting to know who you are, wanting to know who are you, what makes you so special, why do they think so much of you? Because believe it or not, and I know it's hard for you to believe, but this person talks about you more than you know. And they don't care if it's good or bad. They just want to be able to say your name because saying your name makes them feel like they're still close to you. Because like I said, something's going on. This person needs to check themselves. If they're not suffering from some type of spiritually transmitted demon, they have something going on with their health that is a part of what it is that they've been doing, all the third parties that they've been hooking up with, or not. It's the substances that they use that has their mind messed up. And for some of them, it's all three. For some of them, it's all three. This person feels like you know what they're going through. They feel like you know what they're going through. They want to talk to you about it, but they know that you're not going to listen. But they're ready to get away from where they are. But what keeps them there is their behavior. This is what keeps them there. They feel like you know what's going on. They feel like you just don't, you know, you're getting a kick out of them hurting and suffering. And says the person that backstabbed you and tried to take the out of you, the life away from you. and then they're offended by the fact that you don't want to hear the fuckery that's coming out of their mouth because all they do is lie. You can't trust them. Now they want to run. They ran away from you. Now they want to run to you. They want to run back to you. But what's keeping them stuck is in the third party situations that they're in is because their habits are being supported and tolerated, and people are enabling them. Third parties keeping them stuck in a toxic environment that they can't get loose from, that they can't get away from, and they don't know what to do. They don't know how to overcome this. Because you know why? When they were with you, whenever they ran into a jam, whenever they got themselves caught up in some kind of whatever conundrum that they were in, they could always lean on you, even though they took credit for being able to get themselves out of whatever they got themselves out of. They took credit for it, but they know that it was you. They know that you were the fixer. Now, you were the fixer, but this third party that they're with is the handler. You were the fixer, and they left the fixer for the handler. And now they can't stand it. They want to get away from it. Let's see what they want to say. We're going to see what they want to say. This is the Love Truth Oracle. Gonna see what they're going to say. They think you're with somebody. They think you have somebody. For some of you do have a new relationship or a new friendship on the horizon. And you deserve it because, baby, after what you went through with this outfit right here, it's a wonder you can still think straight. This is somebody that caused you a lot. Not only turmoil. Sometimes somebody doesn't feel like the timing is right, but they feel the timing is never right for them to tell the truth. They never feel like the timing is right for them to tell the truth. They never feel like. That's because they don't want to be accountable. What are the messages? What this person wants to say? What are they trying to say? What are they trying to say? They feel like you've abandoned them. This came in the reverse, but it says, I wish I could have treated you better. They didn't wish they could have treated you better as long as they were doing what they were doing and it was working out for them. Only when things start to fall apart, when karma started to show up, when things started to get real, when they could no longer run away from the truth, they now realize that you were the closest person to them. You're the only one that was really for them. You were the only one that was in their corner. You're the only one that never judged them. You're the only one that stayed when everybody else left when they saw the real them. You stayed when you saw the real them. You ignored the red flags when you saw the real them. Everybody else ran like a banshee. But you were the one that said, hey, you still deserve loving. You still deserve somebody to be by your side. You still deserve somebody to pour into you. You can still get right. Now they want a different result. They did all of this. They did all of this. But now they want a different result. Now they want somebody to feel sorry for them. But they didn't feel sorry for you. And look, bottom of the day, although we are apart, I can still feel you. They do. But you're no longer responding, and this is how you cut the cords. Even when you feel their energy, never let them know. Never let them know. Because as long as you're letting them know that you feel the energy, they'll keep pulling harder. They do not want to just be your friends. Some of them may come in and say, well, we still friends, huh? Or we can just be friends. They know that they distracted you, but they come in the reverse. They know that they can no longer distract you, and they know it. And this is what has them in a panic. This is what has them in an uproar because they feel like you've abandoned this connection, and you have, as you should. Why would you be holding on to something or somebody that was only bringing you down? Holy Spirit, give me more. Yep, I told you. They want you to believe that they healed themselves, that they're not toxic anymore, that they've changed. They want you, that's so you'll forget about the past. They're not healed. They're not even halfway healed. Hell, they ain't even one drop of healed. If there's healing, look, if there's healing in here, they ain't got none at all. If it's a bottle of healing, like this right here, See, it's this low. They all the way down here under the bottom. um, they're saying they want to share their happiness with you. They're not happy. You are the one. You what make them happy. But they were so happy that they got besides themselves. They got overstimulated. Then they wore you all the way down, sucked the life out of you almost, trying to spread the joy that you brought them with other people. They wanted to prove to the people that hurt them that they were valuable, that they were worthy, because you made this person feel worthy. You made this person feel alive. This person felt depleted. They felt like it was over until you came. They literally prayed for you. And when they got you, they fucked you over royally. That's this person. They want to blame it on age, but they were too immature. This has nothing to do with age. For some of them, this person is older than you. If not, they look older than you. Take it how it resonates. I keep recalling our separation over and over again. Yeah, it's haunting them. I told you. It's haunting them. They're fixated on you. They keep thinking about what happened because they can't get over what happened. They know they did you dirty. They know they did you dirty. And it's sad. But that's their reality. And karma is not letting up on them. They're not letting up. It's not that karma's not letting up. She's there. She's in for the long haul. And baby, they can't stand it. Holy Spirit, what's the outcome? What's the outcome? No, that's too many. Oh, Lord. No. Person is being blocked. The outcome, they're still giving into illusions. And because they're still giving into illusions and want to cast these illusions on you, they're being blocked. They're being blocked. The person still has a lot of admiration for you. They still think about you. They still have a lot of passion for you. They still have solid feelings for you. But it's somebody that they fail to commit. Somebody that is not stable. Somebody that is not grounded. So the outcome for you is that you're going to go into a new commitment. You're committing to healing yourself. You're committing to balancing yourself. You're committing to your success. You're committed to not letting somebody else come in and take from you when you know you deserve better. You are finding your strength to move on, to go on. You've had to find strength and courage to get over this. This person is having to watch you ascend, having to watch you level up, having to watch you go into find a new love connection, elevate, accelerate. They're having to watch you do this. The Spirit is saying for you to trust your intuition when it comes down to this person, because why? This person is somebody that you cannot. They showed you that you couldn't trust them. And if you were to ever take them back, if they did it once, they'll do it again. And if they don't, you know that they're capable. And that's too dangerous on your journey. You can't sacrifice your journey for this, Holy Spirit. Final message. The outcome. Final message is you've escaped this. This was meant to trap you. You've gotten past this. And because of that, you have a divine union that's coming. Somebody that is going to love you properly. Somebody that's going to honor you. Somebody that is not going to see you as a come up, an opportunity, but somebody that sees you as a partner, as a divine soul counterpart. Somebody that wants to grow with you. Somebody that wants to build with you. Somebody that is going to create a solid, lasting, loving bond that cannot be shaken by anybody. It doesn't matter who comes in. This person is going to love you for you. They're going to love your flaws. They're going to love everything about you. And you're going to love them the same way. This is your outcome because you've been faithful. Because you were loyal. You were loyal. You went through something that you did not deserve. But you're coming out on the winning end. Spirit is saying, trust in divine timing. Trust in divine timing. Things are going to work out. Look what popped up. Yes, gonna work out. A divine union. Somebody that cherishes you. And for some of you, you don't think it's coming, but it is. Stay open because you're manifesting this. This is your message, family. This is your message. I love you guys. Who's in the house with me tonight? Who's here? Who's here? I got what is going on over here. Thank you guys for the stars on Facebook. I love you guys. I love you so much. Let's see. This is activated already. I don't know. Yes, I love you guys so much. Anybody got any questions for me before I get out of here tonight? Y'all, and it's a video up. For those of you that are on Facebook and you guys enjoy the shorts, all of the long form messages to the shorts that you guys see on Divine Influenced Goddess on Facebook, all of those long form videos are on Divine Truth Oracle on YouTube. Every last one of them. You want to get the whole story, the whole story's there. This is our home channel over here. You guys are my spin-off, but we're getting our own lane, getting our own groove. Every channel is gonna have its own groove. And you're so welcome, baby. I love you guys too. You're so welcome. There's a video that's coming up. Matter of fact, I think it premiered at 9:30. So when y'all guys get off, I think it I don't know if it concludes into this or but it's definitely linked to it. Like we'll find love and get married. Mary, why do you think you won't find love? Spirit is saying yes if you desire it. And I picked up this deck. And at the bottom of the deck, I was getting ready to pick up this deck and I was going to show for the bottom of the deck is the Lover's card. Yes, you will. You're so welcome, Anthony. Precious Gem, thank you, baby. You're welcome. AM, you're welcome. All right. Y'all got anything that y'all want to, any messages that y'all want to hear? Y'all can always, I'm gonna start doing some late night with the Oracle story times. If you got something, a story y'all want me to talk about, we're gonna do that over on the other channel, which is Conversations with the Oracle. It's kind of like Pillow Talk. In Pillow Talk, I'm gonna start doing the story times over there. We're gonna talk about some real life stuff as much as we can. The other stuff that we can't, we'll take it over to our school community. But if you want to book your session, the link is in the description box to the book a session, or it's on it's also in my on my page and Facebook. I don't know what I did. I scheduled the live with the thing, but I don't know. I couldn't find it, so I wasn't gonna not come. I told you thought you were too old. That don't mean nothing. Your latter years are gonna be your best years, and people treat you how you allow them to. When you see one red flag, Mary, walk away. People show you who they are. Believe them. Believe them. That's why I asked you why you say that you think you're too old. No, you're not too old. There's somebody out there that has been through the same thing as you have. They're looking for you like you're looking for them. But give it to God and let God work it out. Sometimes you don't get your break. I do video readings, baby. My video readings, they're not in my they're not in on my booking site, but I'm going to put them on there. You have to email me for those. But at support at divinetruthOracle.com, my video reads are $25. But I do video reads, but my sessions are live. My 30-minute, 45 minutes, and 1 hour sessions, those are live. They're not videos. They are live sessions on Meet or either by phone, however you prefer. Am I missing anybody? Absolutely anointed. God has the right person aligned for you. Sometimes we just have to take our hands off of it. We look for an expected outcome, and there's not always an expected outcome. You can't look for an expected outcome. Sometimes you just have to get in the car, trust the process, put your seatbelt on, take the ride. Tell your spirit team, tell your ancestors, I need divine intervention. I don't know which way to go. I don't know how this is going to turn out. Hey, but I'm taking my hands off of it. That's how I got here. I'm going to do a very, very, very very. I do phone. Yeah, I do phone. I do phone and video. Hit the book. Go and find my booking link. Um, you go to my booking link. It's on the page, and if you go to the booking link, you can book it there. But yeah, that's how I got here. Went through a very. I said I thought it was a relationship when it started, but before it ended, I figured out that I was in a classroom. So I picked up my pen and my paper, and I took notes. I studied then. I stopped looking for reciprocity. I stopped looking for the happily ever after because I knew it wasn't coming. But what I did do, I sat back and I watched. I studied. That's why my readings hit a little different from everybody else's because most of what you guys went through, if not all or more, I've been through it over the course of my life. And my little old, you're welcome, Mississippi. Hey, Valerie. You know, I've been through it and I understand what you guys are going through. It's different when you just see the story from an intuitive perspective. But when you both see it from an intuitive perspective and you've lived it, it hits a hell of a lot different. Because I can see when spirit drops it in my spirit and I see it, I can see the things that I lived through, that I overcame. And it's like you think you're the only person that's going through what you've gone through, and that's not the case. There are millions and millions and millions of people. But as the collective continues to wake up, level up, elevate, evolve, narcissists are going crazy. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Shakira. These narcissists are going crazy. They can't stand it. That's why they're doing everything that they can to try to hang on because they can't survive for much longer. They're self-destructing. That's why the energy out here is so wild and wicked and dark because they're on their last hurrah. They're on their last hurrah. They can't. They're no longer able to keep up this facade. The mask is not only falling, it's cracking and breaking, and they're gonna either have to heal or they're gonna destroy themselves. Got to be more careful. That's that Empress T4444. I love Empress. I love her readings. I do. She's up in near Dallas. I'm near Houston. We're in the same state, Lone Star State. And to my Ohio family, I don't know, Miss Taylor and y'all, if y'all are watching this video, I love you guys. I gotta call you. I love y'all. Love you, love you. I love everybody. All my people all over. Y'all know. I get busy. I don't get to call. And sometimes y'all call me and you can't get me, but I'm doing a lot. And I'm trying to do more. And sometimes I forget who I am. Yes, indeed. Yes. They got to be more careful. Oh yeah, they wait, secure. They wait till you start healing, and then that's when they want to try to come back because they see you healing, and they don't want you to get the victory. They don't want you to leave them behind because guess what? They're not healed, and so they don't want. They're still holding on to the thought that they're gonna be able that you just still need time. It's taking if you. If you let them back in once before and it took them 6 months to get back in, well they figure now it's gonna take 9 months to a year. This is somebody that feels like they got nothing but time because they ain't got no life, baby. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate it. I really do. But I mean, I told somebody, I said one of these days I'm gonna tell my story. I tell my story. I can't tell it on YouTube though. We're gonna have to do a session over in the school because they'll kick us all off the platform. And I'm not gonna tell no lies. It's gonna be all truth. But if I tell it right here, they're gonna ban me, y'all. Okay, you in Austin. All right, all right, all right. Right up the road there. I love y'all, man. I'm come. We gonna hang out. What? Yeah, they don't care, man. When they drinking. All they think about is their next hit or their next fix. That's all they care about. They don't care about nothing else. Yes, Valerie, yes. But baby, if they got married to somebody else, you dodged the bullet. And they got shot right between the eyes, whoever they married. That whoever they married, you dodged the bullet and they got shot right between the eyes. Because baby, these outfits were something else. I'm telling you, this is a bald headed baby doll with one eye blinking, one eye thinking, and brain just dead. Brain dead. Dead on arrival. That's it, that's all. BMO. All right. Okay. I got a cousin that lives uh, um up there in the DMB. Good night, baby. I love you guys. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna come back tomorrow night or I may do an early afternoon live. And y'all remember, because if y'all don't do the sign off, y'all gonna be mad at me. We are Divine Truth Oracle. We do not chase trends. We move timelines, baby. I love you guys. Bye.